Bakkeen nagaa gala, jaarsi nagaa gala, jaartiin nagaa gala, abbaa baraanuu kan isaan nuu yaada Waaqayyo ati itti nuugu humna nuu kennu dargaggeessi kee nagaa ta'u, jaartiin kee nagaa ta'u, jaarsi nagaa ta'u, dargaggeessi nagaa ta'u.
This is Busu. She is one of the beneficiaries of the Ilamu Muja project, and this is the water source that her family uses every day. Even though there's a project under construction here, it's not done yet, so people still have to come to their traditional water sources to collect water for their families. We are so happy to be here and to see all of you again. You know, we come from halfway around the world, but we feel like we're visiting old friends. We couldn't be more excited to visit during this time of construction. We see the well that has already been drilled and construction starting on the water storage tank. It feels very good, and we can't wait to get back home and tell our friends in the United States about what's happening here. And I want to thank you for all of your kind words that started in Oromifa and went to Amharic and finally to our language. But we heard everything you said and felt everything that you said, and we're very happy to take your thoughts and feelings home to the many people that we represent who have helped to provide the funding for this project. I'm very excited to see Jigafi again. We met her last year. At that point, the project hadn't started. When we were visiting in Ilamu Muja, we said, yes, we want to do this project. And she was thanking us and saying, "You've reached me before my time has passed." And we all cried. We're in the village of Pashim Sarendinagar, and this is the location of the very first completed water system in India. These are some of the children from the community who now have this clean water for bathing and for drinking instead of the dirty pond water that they had been using before this water system was built. This is a ceremonial well drilling by members of the Water1st Management Committee. The projects here in India are really unique in that even though people are poor, they're still contributing to the capital costs of their water systems. The water committee here is made up entirely of women. Women are the ones who are responsible for collecting water for households and keeping their children clean, preparing food. So if you want a water point to be maintained, it just makes sense to put that responsibility in the hands of the women because they're the ones that are traveling to the water point every day. This is another water point that's newly constructed. It's just, the date on here says February 25th. Today's February 27th, so it's 2 days old. There's a well that's been drilled, and there's a pump in a pump house over here that pumps water up to this 500-liter reservoir so that they can have water 24 hours a day whenever they need it. They go into this area and can fill buckets. And there's also a shower for bathing so that they no longer have to use river water for anything. They can use this nice clean water all the time. So there are 4 million people that are living in slums in Dhaka. This is where a lot of them are getting their waters, from these filthy, polluted rivers like this. We just saw a water point that was constructed, 100 yards away, and it's just a couple days old. So 2 days ago, this is where they were coming to get their water. Now, thank goodness, at least for those families, they're able to access clean water.